Brilliance Audio presents Grace, More Than We Deserve, Greater Than We Imagine, by Max Lucado, performed by Wayne Shepherd. Some years ago, I underwent a heart procedure. My heartbeat had the regularity of a telegraph operator sending Morse code. Fast, 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 slow. After several failed attempts to restore healthy rhythm with medication, my doctor decided I should have a catheter ablation. The plan went like this. Our cardiologist would insert two cables in my heart via a blood vessel. One was a camera. The other was an ablation tool. To ablate is to burn. Yes, burn, cauterize, singe, brand. If all went well, the doctor, to use his coinage, would destroy the misbehaving parts of my heart. As I was being wheeled into surgery, he asked if I had any final questions, not the best choice of words. I tried to be witty. You're burning the interior of my heart, right? Correct. You intend to kill the misbehaving cells, yes? That's my plan. As long as you're in there, could you take your little blowtorch to some of my greed, selfishness, superiority, and guilt? He smiled and answered, Sorry, that's out of my pay grade. Indeed it was, but it's not out of God's. He is in the business of changing hearts. We would be wrong to think this change happens overnight, but we would be equally wrong to assume change never happens at all. It may come in fits and spurts, an aha here, a breakthrough there, but it comes. The grace of God that brings salvation has appeared. Titus 2, verse 11. The floodgates are open and the water is out. You just never know when grace will seep in. Could you use some? You stare into the darkness. Your husband slumbers next to you. The ceiling fan whirls above you. In 15 minutes, the alarm will sound, and the demands of the day will shoot you like a clown out of a cannon into a three-ring circus of meetings, bosses, and baseball practices. For the millionth time, you'll make breakfast, schedules, and payroll. But for the life of you can't make sense of this thing called life. Its beginnings and endings, cradles and cancers and cemeteries and questions. The why of it all keeps you awake. As he sleeps and the world waits, you stare. You turn the page of your Bible and look at the words. You might as well be gazing at a cemetery, lifeless and stony. Nothing moves you. But you don't dare close the book, no siree. You trudge through the daily reading in the same fashion as you soldier through the prayers, penance, and offerings. You dare not miss a deed for fear that God will erase your name. You run your finger over the photo of her face. She was only 5 years old when you took it. Cheeks freckled by the summer sun, hair in pigtails, and feet in flippers. That was 20 years ago, your 3 marriages ago, 1,000,000 flight miles and emails ago. Tonight she walks down the aisle on the arm of another father. You left your family bobbing in the wake of your high-speed career. Now that you have what you wanted, you don't want it at all. Oh, to have a second chance. You listen to the preacher, a tubby sort with jowls, bald dome, and a thick neck that hangs over his clerical collar. Your dad makes you come to church, but he can't make you listen. At least that's what you've always muttered to yourself. But this morning you listen because the Reverend speaks of a God who loves prodigals, and you feel like the worst sort of one. You can't keep the pregnancy a secret much longer. Soon your parents will know. The preacher will know. He says God already knows. You wonder what God thinks. The meaning of life, the wasted years of life, the poor choices of life. God answers the mess of life with one word, grace.